Now fight number 5 on the night, brought to you by Defiant Industries. Making his way down to the steel at this time, fighting out of the ACSLive.tv red corner. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing at 170 pounds, with an amateur record of 7 wins and 3 defeats.
This guy was fighting.
He is representing Extreme Couture, fighting out of River Junction, Michigan. Please welcome Rocky Cantou.
I thought, well, he took Tyler down. That's Tyler's bread and butter. I thought Tyler was going to and he got right back up. Yeah, he's in good shape. That's what he needs. He needs to have his cardio up and his crazy.
And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, that is dedicated to Cadence's 7th birthday. Happy birthday, Cadence. Standing 6 foot even, weighing at 170 pounds, with an amateur record of 9 wins and 6 defeats. Representing JJ's train station, fighting out of Beulah, Michigan, he is JJ Trainwreck Stephenson! And once again, give it up for Megan and Amanda, our cage cuties for this contest, which is a welterweight contest scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. When the action begins, your referee in charge, David Shepard.
I'm loving the booties.
I know.
All right, here we go. A much anticipated fight between 2 experienced welterweights here. Rocky Cantou, fighting out of Extreme Couture, but based out of Michigan, wrestled at Olivet College. And Stephenson, a striker from Beulah, Michigan, my hometown.
I just found out that Cantou could have went Division I wrestling, but he decided to go D3 to stay closer to home. We had a fireman's carry slam by Cantou. Stephenson has maintained top position on a side control from the slam. Stevenson's just looking strong in this fight, and he's due for a win. I'd like to see him get one here tonight. Cantou has the back of Stephenson. He's got one hook in, and he's softening him up with some blows, with some punches.
Cantou is taking his back here. He's got 2 hooks.
Cantou has both hooks in now.
Not really connecting with any of the shots, but trying to get a
right now
choke
he's
here.
working on stretching him out and getting that arm in there.
JJ holding on with a tremendous amount of strength here, and he really holding off the offense from the back from Rocky here, and he flattens himself out, but he's got an arm in there.
Stevenson's hanging on now.
He's really got to get out of this position if he wants to get anywhere, but he threw a couple of shots.
He's throwing some shots from his back while defending this rear naked.
And JJ always fights with a lot of heart. He's predominantly a striker. He's been working on some of his ground game recently with professional fighter Vance Swerden at Titan MMA. And obviously Rocky working out at Extreme Couture. He's got some hellacious coaches too. Dennis Davis does a great job with his fighters out there, don't you think?
Stevenson right now, for like 10 seconds, had both of Cantou's arms like locked. Just was holding, just sheer power from Stevenson. He's just got sheer strength on his side.
He is a strong
If Stevenson gets back up, Cantou's throwing some blows right now, but Stevenson is blocking. He is defending coherently. If Stevenson gets back up, I think he's going to make him pay.
And now Cantou really controlling Stevenson on the ground here, but he's fighting with everything he's got.
Oh, Stevenson's really hanging on. I can't believe it. I don't think any lesser of a man could have withstood this.
Just sheer strength. You're right about that. Cantou looks to be, both these guys look to be having a little trouble breathing.
I think if Stephenson can hang on from this round, we got
10 seconds remaining in the round.
I think Cantou might be a little tired after this. He's really spending a lot of energy.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
And that's the end of the first round. Pretty much controlled by Cantou.
First round definitely went to Cantou.
Round number 1 brought to you by Defiant Industries. And they are running a special on elevation training masks. Only $50 a piece. Get your hand on some of the latest technology for breath training. Elevation training mask by Defiant.
Is this still running? Like we can still talk?
You know, that first round definitely controlled by Cantou, but he does look to be a little bit tired, and JJ is probably not wanting to end up on the ground again.
I think Cantou spent a lot of energy on wasted attempts with that rear naked. If you spend more than 30 seconds to a minute on a submission and you can't sink it in, my advice is just let it go and find something else.
Yeah, switch the game plan up.
Ground and pound or go for another one.
I wonder about that myself, having not been experienced like you are with training and fighting and doing things. I often wonder how they come to that realization sometimes, why they hold on to something too long or why they don't.
I think it's because it's what they know. They resort back. I think a lot of time a fighter, sometimes in a fight, in a big stage like this, you get tunnel vision, and you resort back to what you know. A boxer will resort
of instinct, huh?
Yeah, like a boxer will resort to boxing and striking. A wrestler will just keep going for what he knows. Which we seen was positioning and kept fighting for that rear naked.
Yeah, certainly. And of course, JJ very, very strong on his feet.
Oh, JJ just landed a sick spinning back fist.
Back fist.
JJ's locking in.
Going for that takedown again. Stephenson just wants to grab a hold of him. What has he got here? A head scissors. He's squeezing the shit out of him.
I've never seen this head scissor before.
I have once. Rob the Madman Letson pulled a head scissors and put a guy unconscious in Traverse City.
Oh, wow.
Dangest thing I ever seen.
Pretty amazing.
Cantou will get right out of this.
Cantou dove for a single. Now it's like a north-south position with like a triangle, like a body triangle. He's got a triangle now.
That is amazing.
It's like a side mount triangle. It's the weirdest triangle I've ever seen in my life.
He is having trouble here. What is this?
I've never seen anything like this. This is just unorthodox raw power and jiu-jitsu from Stephenson.
Yes, it really, what it is on-the-job training. and just coming
a
in
little
there.
OJT.
Yes, sir. Just coming in there, just ready to fight and giving it your all. It really is what it's about.
Stand up.
Cantou is just now side-mounted Stephenson.
I actually watched JJ learn how to throw an armbar this past week. I took him to work out with Vance Swerden at Titan, and I was kind of surprised he didn't try for it. Now he's looking for almost a short choke type.
I can't believe the amount of fights he has. He just now learned the armbar.
Yeah, he's just been a brawler.
Nice. Get this guy trained, man.
He's working on it real hard.
He's going to be a stud.
He's probably going to start going to Titan MMA. Vance does a great job.
I hope so. I'd really like to see him squeak this one out.
But I kind of think that he might be in control this round so far, and I'd have to give it to Stephenson.
I give it to Stephenson myself. Cantou isn't really locking in a good side control. He doesn't have knees. He's trying to do a wrestler's side mount, but he doesn't have his knees tight to the body.
And JJ's power is really wearing Cantou down here. I mean, that's one thing that you've noticed early in the fight, Rob, was that JJ is strong.
Oh, very strong.
Position doesn't mean much to him.
Cantou definitely has his hands full.
And he's definitely a technically stronger fighter on the ground.
Stephenson has a guillotine in right now, but it doesn't look like it's tight.
He's burning his arms up to me.
Yeah, and that's what I say. You cannot. But he escaped at the right time. We got 10 seconds left in the fight. Stephenson was saying something to Dave Shepard, the ref. Oh, spit out a mouthpiece.
And that's the end of round number 2.
I think what Stephenson was saying is he might have intentionally done it.
That's the end of round number 2. Next and last for action in the steel.
My question is, has Stephenson ever wrestled in high school?
No, Stephenson was generally kicked out during most of high school. He fought. He's been fighting his whole life. He's. When I asked him why he started fighting, he told me he liked to go to the bar and get in a fight, and everybody cheers, and you get to actually go home instead of jail.
That's a great reason.
And he's come a long way. He really has. Sheer heart and determination, and he was training in Traverse City for a while.
His cardio is definitely better in this fight than I've seen in the past 2 fights.
Been working on that as well, from what I know. Very sure. That's good.
Man, if this guy stays with that gym and it keeps working his ground game and his striking, he's definitely going to get that title back.
And now your referee, Dave Shepard, has our combatants ready for the third and final round.
What do you think here? Final round? I got it 1-1.
I got it 1-1 myself.
And JJ definitely wants to stay on his feet. And he's dangerous here.
Stephenson actually looks fresh still, in my opinion. I think Cantou definitely looks tired and a little apprehensive now.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the strength exerted by JJ has affected Rocky much more than it has JJ.
JJ Stephenson he went for the spinning back fist and missed it. Cantou just went in for the single.
Went to the well one too many times with that spinning back fist.
How was it that George Bush said it fooled me once and he got confused, fooled me twice?
That's right. Shame on me.
Fool me again and
fool me again and I'll send some drones over there.
That's classic.
Or wait, that was Ross Perot.
Cantou is not fooled twice though.
And even though Cantou seems to be in control, he's not really in a dominant position other than the fact that he's got the legs wrapped up, but JJ is squeezing it.
He's got his grapevines in, but not fully. Stephenson has him in a body lock right now. He's defending the grapevines very well. Now he's... Okay, Cantou is just full mounted. Grapevines in. He's trying to make that space, posture up for some good effective ground and pound. But Stephenson's doing a great job holding on to him right now.
He got one shot off, and JJ just clamped right down on those arms.
Stephenson has his left leg on the outside of Cantou's right leg. And he has his right arm trapped. If I'm Stephenson, I trap and roll right here, and he's not doing it.
It seems like he just can't quite muster up the energy to do so, or maybe he just doesn't know to do that yet.
That's the first thing he needs to learn at Titan when he gets back in the gym is how to trap and roll from a mount while he's mounted.
Now he's connecting from the bottom here.
Exchange of punches from Stephenson, mounted by Cantou. Stephenson on his back, and they're both exchanging punches in this position.
Sorry. This reminds me of a Bellator fight by Tony Zielinski where he was on the bottom and still won the decision by doing more work.
Exactly. And it's good when a judge can see that instead of just the lay and pray method and just give the guy the fight. Nobody wants to see that.
Takedown's only good for that. If you don't maintain anything afterwards, it's still a fight. But he's really starting to wear JJ down here, I thought. But every time he does, JJ locks him right back up.
I think if JJ can escape right here, he can get the round. But 10 seconds left. I'm just not sure.
And we will
He's still landing punches. He's still landing punches. And that was just a great fight. We're gonna see what the judges have to say about this one. It's going to the judges' cards.
And time, that was the full 9 minutes. Give it up for these two welterweights, Susan Marie.
Yeah!
As we wait for the judges' decision, I just want to say that was an excellent display by both of these fighters inside the steel of technique and respect for each other as well. Two strong competitors right there.
Unless you bait him in, just do a switch kick. Like do a fake one with the right, switch to the left, and then bring it up to the right. Switch. He would have done that when he's diving in. Do it nice and quick.
I think had Stephenson tried to switch kick in this one, baited Cantou into a takedown, he might have been able to connect with a solid head kick. Might have turned the tides of this fight.
All right, once again, let's make it nice and loud for these two for the full 9 minutes. And when the fight goes all 9 minutes, we go to judges' scorecard for decision. And we have all 3 judges scoring the bout unanimously. For your winner by decision, Rocky Cantou!